because people run red lights, and you're in a world of dummies now. So that was what, 40 years ago, and here we are in 2026, just a year of the idiot. People have been jabbed, brainwashed, broken. They don't know their history. They don't know their heritage. Kind of like I tell my friends, you know, my friend here, my best friend here, Charlie, is a survivor of Lamar High School. He's a Houston born and bred, a lot like Jason. And the Texas guys are a lot like Florida guys, the old school OG Florida guys, real Florida men. But the problem with Texas is that, the problem with Florida is that it has no heritage. It's been bought out. It's a captured operation. And with Texas, they always have that heritage and pride intact. They've never let go of it. You know, so it's almost like being from another country, right? And that's why I love Texas and Texans. But Florida, you know, right by the time we got there, my grandpa, yeah, he got there at the perfect time. 1970, Disney was just opening or hadn't even fully opened yet. So it wasn't a slave plantation, right, inside of a bigger slave plantation. I always say Florida is nothing but a captured operation inside of a larger captured operation, which is the United States corporation. A free-range, open-air debtor's prison is what it is. And it's a soulless husk now of what it was even 50 years ago, and especially Florida. If you're not involved in medical, which is poisoning the citizens and the elderly, or anybody for that matter that needs medical treatment, if you're not involved in the medical or the legal field, which is lawyers, judges, politics, cops, jail guards, things of that nature, and the third point of that unholy trinity would be the tourism sector of the economy, which is shit now anyways, because not only can nobody afford to go anywhere, but why the fuck would they want to go to Florida unless you're from, you know, England, and you want to go get your pale skin melted off and you look like a pink shrimp is what we call them. So, and I'm not making fun of you guys, I'm just speaking the truth, right? So anyways, I started off, got a lot of shit done today, so I'm gonna call today a flow day, and I'm flowing, right? Most of the time I'm trying to flow in an ebb day, and that's what happened yesterday, and obviously last week I had one of those days, and then the rest of the time it's just neutral, because it is a neutral field. But however, when the stars align, which is the numbers and the coding, this is kind of why Cypher's cool. It's not kind of why, it is why Cypher is so valuable. I don't intend on gambling or making money. At this point, I've got enough sins that I've got to pay for, and I've got to clean my soul and purify my spirit, so I can pass through here and graduate with the rest of the class of you guys, class of 2040. And I'm a knight errant at heart, but I'm also in Babylon, and also have you know, I have a lot of shit going on in that I still need to process, and it stems back all the way from my childhood, and I'll be 51 in December, and we all have that. It's all relative, right? Perception is 9/10 of the rule of law here, and it's also highly relative. It ties into my motto, or my philosophy of this is a holographic simulation, a neutral field. It's a construct, a Dyson shell, containment. Contain, right? And then anything with ment, M-E-N-T, not breath mint, but ment is mind. It's Latin for mind. Government, control the mind. Entertainment, to enter, obtain the mind. All of those things that end in ment, right? Agreement, it's two minds coming together and agreeing. So it's the same with ship. A ship is when you see SHIP as a suffix onto another word, such as relationship, friendship, partnership. Any of those things with a ship, it ties into another form of spiritual contract or agreement. and there's an organic version, which is maybe a friendship, and then there's the non-organic synthetic soulless husk version, which is anything that involves business or government, things of that nature, right? Where it's part of the AIX governing protocols to keep things just miserable enough so you're always kind of fucking suffering. But then you have tidbits of rest and flow days which keep you in the game, right? Because then it gives you hope, and hopium is a hell of a freaking drug. You know, I go on hopium binges all the time. It's literally what gets me out of bed some mornings, especially on those ebb days when the cards are stacked against you and you're trying to bluff your way to a hand at the poker table with a bunch of pros, and you're holding a pair of twos. You know what I'm saying? You can still win with it if you do it right. And then just beware of the soulless husks out there. You know, this AIX is going to continue to unravel and show its hand more and more, and to cover for that, there's going to be more bluffs, there's going to be more cheating, more lying, more stealing, more tyranny, and it's the nature of the beast as the tertiary fields, when worlds collide, approaching fast. The micro would be the Phoenix of 2040. The macro is going to be the Nemesis X tertiary field, probably November 2046, come to fruition. And we're already seeing it now. I fasted for 2 weeks, January of 2020, and I saw a guy that I was really close with. Well, not really close with, but we were on, he was my sponsor when I was racing, and I saw him turn into a demon during that fast. I was day 10 or 11, and I went in there to the shop, say hi, get some work done on the bike, and I told him about it 6 months later. And he turned his whole life around. He thanked me. He said, thank you. I told him that, you know, and I said, well, I saw whatever was inside of you that was making you be so pretentious and rude to people and cocky and arrogant and very materialistic. And, you know, you looked good, you had nice stuff, but I saw that was all just a costume to hide your misery. And I'm skilled. I still am to a degree, but nowhere near. Once you know, that's half the battle. So what do you tend to do about it, right? What are you going to do with the knowledge? Are you going to change? Are you going to use it nefariously? Which is and when I did my deep chart reading, you know, you need a different reading at the second half of life, which is around 50, at least for me. And so I started really digging in, and the main message that I got was that I needed to keep my integrity at the forefront of anything. So never fall for traps of low-hanging fruit and carnal things. And I still slip up, man. But at the end of the day, you know, as soon as the sun comes up the next morning, I'm on my knees, and then whether it's tears or I got to go punch a fucking wall to get through it, I'm fully aware, and like we all still have time to sort these things out, right? Because your heart's got to be lighter than a feather if you're going to get out of here, and if we're going to get out of here. And hell's a time, not a place, you know. But either way, I just wanted to chime in. I could rant on and on for you know, hours, but I'm gonna go put my bike together now. Finally, it's been 6 days, and 3 kids on an e-bike just passed by at 25 miles an hour. No one had a